Yo guys, it's me Jack here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some of my best Call of Duty Warzone tips and tricks. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. So let's get into the clips. So guys, my first tip is to always land at a hot drop. I know some people might think this is a bad idea because there'll be loads and loads of people here, but this is not the case because there's a 9 out of 10 chance of you grabbing a gun before someone and actually killing them. So this is a really good trick if you just, well, maybe if you're new to the game, maybe land at a few non-named locations, but if this does work for you, make sure to leave a like and comment down below if this works. So guys, let me get into the next tip. So guys, my next tip is always loot as fast as you can. This always makes sure that you're ahead of the enemy you were fighting against. So if you're in a gunfight with another enemy and you loot as fast as you can and you have more guns than him, you've won. You've automatically won. So when you loot as fast as you can, it always means you're the best player in that named location, and you're better than everybody else because you have more guns, so you're better than everybody else. So that brings me to my next tip and trick, which is always make sure that you scope out the area that you're in. This is a very important tip for beginners and pros. If you know this tip, you can skip to the next one. Yeah, this is just a good tip because you always need to make sure that if you're going for kills, you need to scope out the area and make sure that there's enough players for you to get them kills that you need. And if you don't want that many kills and you're just playing casually, you need to make sure that there's not many players so you don't get killed. So when you're scoping out the area, make sure that you're in a high place. Never scope out on foot. Well, you can if you want, but I would always recommend scoping out on top of a high building, so then it makes you less of a target to other people if you're up top of a building. And also when you're up top of a building, you have the high ground, which makes you more effective because you're high and they're low. So guys, that is the end of this tip. I'll show you the next tip now. So guys, my next tip is to always, when you are satisfied with your loot, never go looking for more. What I mean by this is basically what I'm doing now. I am satisfied with my SMG and my shotgun, so I don't need to go looking for more. All I do is go into the circle and looking for more players. So what I mean by this is you'll just waste more time looking for loot than you will killing players and getting XP. So when you're getting that XP, you're leveling up, and when you're leveling up, you get better guns, and when you get better guns, you get more kills. So yeah, it's just a win-win. So if you're satisfied with your loot, if you're satisfied, you do not need to. If you're not satisfied, you do not need to. You need to search for loot, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you are satisfied, I do not recommend going looking for more. So I'll go to the next tip now. So guys, this tip is a really obvious one. I just thought I'd throw it in there for any new players watching. So yeah, if you're in a truck or a car or a vehicle with no windows or no doors, I always recommend going into a bigger vehicle like I did, with less places to shoot at, because you are less of a target. Even though you're in a bigger vehicle, it's harder for people to shoot you. So yeah, I'll go on to the next tip. So guys, as you saw in that last clip, I did get killed, but this is where it brings me on to my next tip. When you're in the gulag, always spray your enemies with a vibrant colour. This makes them more visible when you are fighting, and yeah, so when you're fighting, it makes you more visible, and it makes you less of a target to kill, and makes the enemies more of a target. So as you'll see in a moment, I actually killed the enemy because I saw him in this vibrant colour. So this does work, but it just depends on the skill level of the player that you're playing against. but I'm not the best at Warzone. I just know tips and tricks. So yeah, so guys, that'll bring me on to my next tip, which is when you are turning round corners, do it slowly and aim down sight. As you'll see in a moment, I actually do this. I did it very fast, but because it wasn't a good example. But say for example, if there's somebody behind a wall or behind a door, you need to be able to do it in an efficient way. So say if you run past someone, they're automatically going to kill you because they're the player with the higher IQ. You need to be able to switch around corners and aim as fast as you can, because otherwise the player is just going to be better than you and faster than you, and that's how you need to adapt to the player environments. So it will take a while for you to get used to it, like I have, switching around, aiming around corners, but it is a really good tip. So yeah, I'll show you the next one. So guys, as you can see right now, my next tip is always use environmental factors. What I mean by this is, as you saw just then, there was a guy shooting at me. I could have died, but no, I saw that there was a window there, and I jumped up and shot him. This is really important for players that are less advanced, because that if I hadn't have used that window, he would have killed me. So I had to quickly think. I looked to my right and saw a window, so I knew that the guy wasn't going to move. So I had to jump up and shoot through that window as fast as I could before the guy shot through the wall and killed me. So guys, this isn't really a solo one, but this is mainly for squads, duos and trios. But if you have a lot of cash on you, don't hoard it, because if you share it out with other people and if you die, you lose all that cash, and if you don't come back from the gulag especially, you won't even get even that back. So always share your cash around, so in case you die, you don't so yeah, in case you die, you don't lose it all, and your team can buy you back. So I'm gonna go on to the next tip in 3.